Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz and welcome back to the 48 State Ice Cream Review. Today we're at the Ice Cream House in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm with my family.
Hi, I'm Lilah Katz. I am a sibling of Benjamin's.
Hey, I'm Rachel. I'm a cousin of Benjamin's.
Today I'm trying the two flavors Tiramisu and Caramel Swirl.
We got the mint chip and
the Mocha.
And we got a cookie crumble on top.
Crumble situation.
You can see.
For Lilah's recommendation.
I've been here many times, and for context, we're not only in Brooklyn, we're in kind of in between Bed-Stuy and like Sotmere Williamsburg, so we're kind of in no man's land. It's called Hasidic Hill. There's kind of a liminal space atmosphere going on here.
So I'm gonna start with Tiramisu, and they're gonna get started on whatever they want.
Alright.
It's kind of cool.
Beautiful.
Well, actually, I like the mocha.
Right?
Yeah, it's actually good. I'm glad we got the cookie crumble.
Mm-hmm. It tops it off.
It has something important.
This to me kind of tastes like a midday Starbucks mocha
Yeah.
that isn't fully made right, but almost. It's almost there in the way you would want it to be.
And I like that because I don't get coffee. I don't like coffee usually, so this is really giving me something that's not quite coffee, in a way that I'm appreciating.
Meanwhile, my Tiramisu is very coffee forward.
That is good. I like the chunk in Benjamin's. I definitely did some classic sibling chunk mining.
They
in
steal my
sharing.
ice cream chunks often.
The chunk is the best part. Everyone knows that, and it's my right to claim that, my birthright.
Can my cousin mine?
Sure. I think with the Tiramisu, the best part of the ice cream is when you're eating chunks. It's when you're getting the coffee ice cream mixed in with all the chunks that surround the Tiramisu flavor. The ice cream itself is smooth. It's a decent ice cream. I wouldn't say it's the best I've had. It's a little bit icy
Yeah.
on the front palate, but it melts away pretty easily, especially with how much mix-in there is. It's pretty easy to forget about the texture of the ice cream itself.
Look at this. Little bit of mint in the mocha.
Oh, wow.
A mint mocha moment.
You have this like thin mint lattes.
Yes.
It's like that. It's actually honestly delicious. I'm really into it. Barista for a while, we had these like thin mint lattes that we would make sometimes, and it kind of reminded me of that. You know, when you get like a thin mint latte, because it's like you got the mocha, you got the like cookie crumble, you got the mint. Yeah, that's about it.
For any of you Samoa fans out there,
Get a thin mint and grow up.
So I know Lilah and Rachel skipped ahead in the mixing cart, but I am just now trying my caramel swirl.
is it swirled enough?
It is. And again, this ice cream is really relying on its mix-ins. I will say the ice cream itself isn't the best. It's good. It's a very, baseline good, like 3 out of 5 ice cream. But it's the mix-ins that they choose to add that give that character, that personality. And this caramel swirl also has chunks of peanut butter in it, which is, for long-time viewers would know how much I love caramel and peanuts together.
No.
It's really a good combination. If there was some fudge in here too, that would be divine.
If you came back here, would you add fudge? Would it be worth it to you to like get the add-in of like $1 for fudge? So you came back here when you were employed and not living out of your car. Would you add fudge?
That was so uncalled for. But yes, I would add fudge to this.
Okay.
If I was not trying to gauge, like if I was doing this for enjoyment, pleasure, not just for the review part.
Yeah.
I would add fudge because I believe it would make this taste so much better.
That's how I feel about you paying for our cookie crumble.
How about with the structure of the cup? When you have 2 scoops, do you really want them? I mean, I understand that like size-wise, we can't all have like banana split-esque cups, but you want them to be next to each other, right? Like not on top necessarily? Or are there contradicting opinions with that?
No, so usually when I get a cup of ice cream, it benefits from having one flavor on top of the other. When the consumer is ordering 2 flavors, they don't always necessarily want them to be mixed together. if there was like a chef specialty, if there was like a in-house offered ice cream combination, they would want to then put it side by side, because then they're essentially ensuring that the two flavors you get will mix well together. But I've had some pretty terrible combinations of pretty great ice cream. So having them one top of the other allows you to have two distinct scoops of ice cream. And that's why I like having it stacked on top.
So I guess that implies then that you're going to be able to finish the full scoop to get to the bottom.
Yes.
Which is kind of tough. What if you're not a finisher?
Then grow up and get a Thin Mint.
Or get a smaller scoop of ice cream. Alright, so I'm going to try the tiramisu and the caramel swirl mix together. I suppose this should be good because the coffee and tiramisu add-ins, I believe, will mix in well, especially because I do want that additional chocolate vibe for this caramel swirl.
I have a question
Yeah, what's up?
about the prior conversation of like scoops being stacked on top of each other. You're saying you have two distinct scoops and that's why you like that it's on top of each other. But to what extent are you, when you choose your two flavors, are you choosing flavors that you think would go well together? Because there is inevitably some melting and mixing that's going to happen.
So if I'm choosing two flavors, I do want them to mix well enough. I don't want them to be such a contrast that when I'm at the end of the bowl and I have the two flavors that's mixed from the melted ice cream, I don't want that to be disgusting.
So what would an example of two flavors like that be that you would like individual flavors but you don't want them mixed?
Kind of like with Chloe's ice cream, with the strawberry jalapeno and the blueberry lemon. Because the strawberry jalapeno was so unique, it didn't mix well with a typical ice cream flavor. If you're going sweet and sweet or fruity and fruity, those combinations usually can't go wrong. But if you go with a savory plus a fruity, it starts to get a bit more dicey.
Or like a spicy and a fruity. And
Yeah.
Strawberry jalapeno, lemon, you know?
But if you go like moose tracks and lemon,
Whoa.
that might not mix up.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that's a very rich, very sort of powerful flavor versus very light, very citrusy. So you usually want to match likenesses in terms of like the savory and savory or sweet and sweet or fruity.
How do you feel it texturally? Like a sorbet and an ice cream?
I haven't tried that. I don't think it would be that bad.
I don't love the idea of it.
I think what matters the most is the flavor.
Yeah, like mango and chocolate I think would be good.
A mango sorbet and chocolate ice
A
cream?
mango and a Mexican chocolate.
Oh, like a horchata?
Or like chocolate with like cayenne and cinnamon.
Oh, whoa.
Mexican chocolate
I got
cream.
it. Like a spicy.
Like spicy chocolate.
Yeah.
That
Alright, so getting back to the combination of these two flavors, I don't love it the most. And the reason I don't love it the most is because I'm now eating more of this caramel swirl. And this chopped peanut swirl within the caramel swirl is really not... It's too peanutty. I'm chewing on the peanuts for far longer than I am the ice cream. And it feels like I'm just eating a bowl of peanuts after a while. The mix-ins should be powerful, but not lasting too long. These mix-ins are overstaying their welcome, and it is making the entire experience of this bowl a bit worse.
it's what makes this ice cream house and not ice cream hall.
I want to note that this light above us has only 2 light bulbs working, and I still feel like I'm at a dentist's office. I do just want to note, maybe unpopular opinion, I love mint ice cream. I've always had a problem with the chocolate chips. I prefer straight raw dog mint.
Whoa.
Cold Stone is the only place I know that does just mint. So with this ice cream, they have minimal chocolate chips, and I have a deep appreciation. I feel so seen and heard because it's majority mint.
That is a hot take.
I know.
When you order mint chocolate chip,
Well, because mint is not an option.
have you ever seen peppermint on the menu?
Oh, when there's peppermint, when there's pumpkin, I am there.
Oh.
Seasonal flavors,
flavors.
absolutely.
Yeah. No, an apple pie ice cream blows me out of the water. If I ever see a seasonal apple pie ice cream from a local like dairy, I'm ordering it.
Okay. My note on this ice cream, contrary to Rachel's opinion, I think it needs more chocolate. That's always my concern with it. My other thing is, why is it green? You don't need to make mint chip ice cream green. I believe you that it's mint. I taste the mint. I don't need it to be food dyed. And I just think that now, especially mixed with brown of the mocha, I'm like, it's unappetizing. Like, just make it white, because I know it came out that way. Like, I don't think that the dye is necessary, first of all, and second, I think it actively takes away something because it's taking me out of the realism that I like ice cream to provide me with, which is to say, this is a beautiful thing in the real world that I get access to, that, like, because humans have gotten here in evolution and civilization, we now have ice cream. Don't play God. Don't dye your mint ice cream.
Yeah.
Keep it white. Keep it bright but subtly green if it's naturally that way because of the spearmint. I don't really buy that.
You know what mint chocolate chip ice cream I love the most?
What's that?
Unironically, Trader Joe's's mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah,
I
it's a good
go
one.
hard for that stuff. That is a great mint chip ice cream.
And that is a pure white mint chip ice cream.
I don't want to be grouped in with this anti-green mint ice cream. I want mint ice cream with a side of green 40.
All right, so I think I'm ready for my closing thoughts. Overall, this ice cream was a good experience. But I think it was a good experience because I was with my family, we were having fun. This was a very communal enjoyment of an ice cream cup. The ice cream itself, a little bit icy. The mix-ins were a bit overpowering. I love the tiramisu. The caramel swirl was a little bit too much peanut. I enjoyed it. But it may have just been because I'm with people that I enjoyed it.
I was wondering if we could rank it. Do you do that?
Rank
Numbers?
this in comparison to what? Oh, numbers. I don't really do that. I usually sort of skip the vibe. If you want to rank it, you're welcome to do so.
I'm gonna give it a 7.43 out of 12.7. It's not reaching its full potential. I think it's good. I think I'm refreshed. I think that it's just green enough for me to be happy and for Lilah to be discontent, which makes me happier. But
They love each other in real life.
but I think overall it does have a little bit of the freezer burn, and there's some room for improvement.
In my closing remarks, I wanted to make sure to highlight some of the context of the ice cream house, why we came here specifically, what makes it unique. I will say, other than being a 10-minute walk from my house and being open until midnight every night, which is a huge perk for me personally, it's an independent business. It's a super kosher situation. So it's Chol of Israel, which means that the milk was sourced from Israel.
And kosher means that it's able to be consumed by
religious
Jews.
Yeah. But they do a lot of things, and it's 2 stories. It's like it's honestly a really weird environment, which I respect.
It's a place for community gathering.
I like coming here because it's a bit of a freak show. And I feel like I'm part of the freak show when I embody that. The ice cream is not that good. But I do always have a good time here.